Alright guys, welcome back, and we have another trailer that was leaked from Star Wars Celebration that was only shown to the crowd, and it is for the new upcoming animated series, Maul Shadow Lord. Yes, Darth Maul is getting his own show, and it's taking place like in between Clone Wars and Rebels, and we'll see like what he was doing in that time period. I mean, this is just freaking awesome. It's coming out in 2026. Sam Witwer is obviously back as Maul, so let's jump into that trailer. The trailer opens in what looks like the Coruscant Underworld. We see like a shootout and a speeder chase in a tunnel. And then we see two aliens at a dinner table. One of them looks like a grand species, the one with like the three eyes. You can also make out a Trandoshan in the background. And at the other end of the table is what looks like possibly a Gendai, which is the same species as Ravis in Jedi Survivor. The Grand says none of them have the nerve to pull something like this off. And then the Gendai replies, well, one person maybe. And the Grand says, he's long gone, obviously referring to Maul. We then see a red Lucasfilm logo, and Maul steps out of a ship and ignites his lightsaber. He then leaps and attacks two guards, and Maul says, there are many who have prospered from my misfortune, but in time, they will pay. We then see Maul and Rook Kast returning, who was one of the Maul DeLoreans, and then Rook Kast says, you had another vision. We then see someone firing a minigun, which could be Maul, but it's really hard to tell. We do see a shot of Maul firing a minigun later on in the trailer, so I don't know if that's like in that same sequence. And Maul says, the one I seek is here. We then see a red Twi'lek in a prison cell. Now, Sam Witwer did tease in an interview that they are using ideas used from George Lucas's canceled sequel trilogy, which was gonna feature Maul training an apprentice named Darth Talon. And man, what I would give to see that trilogy. So it hasn't been confirmed, but it's very likely that we're getting to see that now. We're gonna see, like, in between Clone Wars and Rebels, Maul is going to find this Twi'lek apprentice, Darth Talon, and we're gonna see him train her. Like, that is awesome. Officially bringing Darth Talon into canon, that's crazy. So for the rest of the video, I'm just gonna refer to her as Talon. Maul tells her, you crave that unfulfilled destiny. Kind of calling back to the Emperor there.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
We can see her using the Force, and then Maul says, I offer to train you to meet your full potential. She then Force pulls Maul's lightsaber in sort of a defensive way and kind of points it at him. Then there's just a bunch of quick shots, and it's really hard to make out what's happening, but this is the best I could come up with. We see Maul and Talon sparring, Maul firing a minigun like I mentioned earlier. We then see Maul fighting what looks to be a Jedi with a blue lightsaber, and it looks like they are of the Verk species, the same species as Coleman Trebar in Attack of the Clones, who got shot by Jango Fett. We then see Talon fighting a stormtrooper, Rook Kast using her flamethrower, and then a voice says, so it's true, you live. And then we see Maul fighting Marok from the Ahsoka series. That's really cool. So I'm assuming the voice we're hearing is Marok, and like they're just fighting in this like tunnel, like looks like on a train almost. It's a really cool shot. But what we're seeing here seems to be Marok when he was alive, and before he got like reanimated by Night Sister magic, and maybe we even see that happen in this show. Like, could we see Morgan Elsbeth show up in here? Like, that would be really cool. Obviously, with Maul's connection to Dathomir, I would be surprised if there's like no mention of that. And let's not forget, Maul has the Darksaber at this point, so if that could come into play somehow, like, that would be awesome. But I have a feeling we're going to see, like, maybe Maul kills Marok, and then he eventually gets reanimated through Night Sister magic, and that leads to where we see him in Ahsoka. But it's gonna be cool to, like, actually see him as a character and not just, like, a walking corpse. But then we get the title card for Maul Shadow Lord. So this was a really awesome trailer, and I don't really know why they didn't just release it. I mean, I understand you want, like if you're at Celebration, you want to see like exclusive things. I can understand why you did that with the Mandalorian trailer, because there wasn't really a whole lot. Like, it was very much a teaser, not really like anything plot-wise being revealed. But I mean, this is a full-on trailer, and the fact that they revealed it, it's like, I wish they would have just released this trailer, because it's a really good trailer and looks great. And this is also just really really exciting because that means that animation isn't going anywhere. It's like we had the Clone Wars end and then the Bad Batch end, and like they've been kind of continuing the animation with the Tales series, but like not in a big way until now. I mean, this is huge. A full-on new animated show in the Clone Wars art style featuring Maul. Like, this is awesome. Animation is some of the best Star Wars period, so I'm really excited to see what they do with this, and I mean, I can't get enough of Maul. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but I did dress up as Maul for Halloween when I was like 5 years old, and I mean, it's pretty good, come on. And just what Sam Witwer was able to bring to that character in Clone Wars and Rebels just elevated him. I mean, he was already cool in The Phantom Menace, but that elevated him to just a whole new level and has become one of the best characters in all of Star Wars. And we know that at least this first season, whether it goes on for multiple seasons, hopefully, but at least this first season takes place about a year after the Clone Wars, and like, I wonder if like each season will get closer and closer to the lead up of where we find him in Rebels on Malachor. But even before we see him in Rebels, we also know that he's involved in the Crimson Dawn Syndicate because of his appearance in Solo, so we could also see some of that as well. And I'll be honest, like, Solo is like the only like major piece of Star Wars media I haven't seen. Like, I still haven't seen Solo. I don't know why. I've just never sat down and watched it. So if you guys want to see that, let me know and I'll react to it. But I do know Maul makes a small cameo in it, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, that concludes the Maul Shadow Lord trailer from Star Wars Celebration. And like I said in my Mandalorian breakdown, I will have a bigger video for everything that was announced and revealed at Star Wars Celebration. But like for these like bigger leaked trailers, I want to make separate videos for. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.